Hello guys, I am Agathor and welcome to a guide to cholera in DayZ 0.58. In this video we're going to investigate how we can track the several types of cholera, the effect of each stage within those types, and the best way to survive and identify each type of cholera. To begin with, cholera can only currently be caught by drinking from ponds or rivers or any water container filled with water from a pond or river. But you can neutralize cholera in a water container by using water purification tablets on the water container. You cannot, however, cure cholera with any medication currently in the game. Antibiotics used to work, but they no longer have any effect on cholera. Cholera then is different from other status effects in DayZ because the chance of catching it is based on your stats, 3 to be exact: blood, health and hunger. If just your blood is low, below around 3000, you have a chance to catch cholera. The same goes with your health. But if you're hungry, the chance is much lower, but still possible. So while hunger does play a role in the chance of you catching cholera, the chances of catching cholera while hungry are so damn remote that it's not even worth considering. Now if you've lost both blood and health, the chances of you catching cholera multiply the lower they both become. As an example, from maximum blood and health, I was shot in the leg with a 9mm round, losing around 750 blood and 300 health. This was enough blood and health loss to catch one of the 3 types of cholera. The type of cholera you catch is based on how low your stats are. The lower your stats, the more intense the cholera you catch will be. Light cholera is the weakest of the 3 and is easily survived if you keep yourself healthy. Stage 1 of all types of cholera start the same, no messages or effects for 1 to 4 minutes. Then you jump to stage 2 where you are first notified that you have cholera. Now if you're not familiar with this layout, above the bar are the messages you get in the bottom left of your screen while in game. The bar colour is the same colour as the status indicator you will get in your character window, and below the bar are the effects and how long each stage lasts. The effects of all types of cholera last between 6 and 10 hours, removes water from you at an alarming rate and takes chunks of your blood, instead of percentages of your blood like other illnesses in DayZ. Now, the major problem with losing this much water for so long is that your hydration stat goes down faster than your volume stat, your volume stat controlling the several stages of being stuffed. In other words, you will be forced to continually drink until you vomit, losing 600 energy and 1000 water each time you vomit. Unfortunately, when you vomit while you are sick in DayZ, the sick status indicator in your character window disappears, but you can see the messages in the bottom left still, so you can guess which stage you're on from that. Because you will be forced to become stuffed and vomit a lot during cholera, I would highly recommend setting up a pumpkin farm so that you have enough food to stay healthy. I'd also recommend not drinking too much. Each time you drink from a pond or well, you gain 300 water and 150 volume. Now, seeing as stage 2 hydration starts at 3500 hydration and becomes maxed at 4000 hydration, you only need to drink once after you get stage 2 hydration in your character window. Otherwise, you are just filling up your vital stomach volume stat without gaining any extra hydration and thus lose energy faster through vomiting. Be aware that vomiting will only make surviving any sickness harder. It will not remove or affect the effects of any sickness in any way. Moving on to the most common type of cholera, medium cholera, which is, as shown here, very similar to light cholera, apart from you losing more water and blood during medium cholera. The best way to tell if you have light or medium cholera is waiting for stage 3 medium cholera or light cholera. Stage 3 light cholera doesn't remove blood from you, whereas stage 3 medium cholera does. When you move on to stage 4 medium cholera, you start losing more blood than you regenerate, so staying hydrated and healthy during this stage is critical to your survival. You have around a 50% chance of surviving this stage depending on how long it lasts, given that you're at full blood when you enter this stage and you keep your hydration at stage 1 or higher. Every time you let your hydration stat go below stage 1 hydration, that 50% chance of surviving becomes rapidly lower because you're not regenerating the most amount of blood that you can. I'd highly recommend having a friend with you to give you a saline or 2 during this stage if you want to survive it. The third and final type of cholera is heavy cholera, which is immediately different from light and medium cholera based on the different messages you get during stage 2 heavy cholera. Now, it's impossible to survive heavy cholera on your own. You will need at least 2 salines during stage 3 and 6 to 9 salines during stage 4, on top of a huge amount of food, and pretty much being forced to sit at a well or pond for the duration of stage 4, between 2 to 3 hours. But there are benefits to catching cholera. During any type of cholera, you can drink from ponds, rivers, or anything else that can give you cholera without having a chance to catch cholera again for 24 to 48 hours. So, as soon as you catch cholera, you are immune to catching it again for 24 to 48 hours of playtime. No matter your blood, health, or hunger stats, it's impossible to catch cholera during this time. On top of this, it doesn't look like you can catch cholera from other players. I tested this on multiple occasions using the same water container and different containers, different foods, and even my blood. I was unable to give cholera to anyone, even though they were at a ridiculously low amount of blood and health. Either this mechanic has been taken out due to bugs, or it's extremely difficult to transfer cholera to another player, even while actually attempting to. As a conclusion then, don't drink from ponds or rivers unless you are healthy or you've contracted cholera in the last 24 hours of playtime. Any loss in blood or health drastically increases your chances of catching cholera. If you do catch cholera, create a pumpkin farm and travel between water sources, and by surviving cholera, you become immune to cholera for 24 to 48 hours of playtime after the moment you contracted it. Thank you for watching and happy farming.